uh, in the studies that they have made it where people was desensitized. Like people thought acceptable retaliations was like shit from the movie was acceptable retaliations.
Yeah.
Now, my point of saying that is those are situational in most of the like most times. Like if me and you get into it, uh, if I shoot you, it's probably because say you sock me and I shoot you and I probably could have beat you up. That is like nothing to me because the movies and shit, right?
Mm.
But with the music, see, the music puts a whole gang member the to you gotta certain depending on what type of music, niggas is robbing, niggas is doing this and that. Like you say, it's creating a whole atmosphere, it's creating a whole different person. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
not giving, it's not saying, if a nigga slap you, you can shoot him. It's
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
nigga walk up to that nigga, press him. If he say something, shoot him.
yeah,
Nigga,
yeah,
you
yeah.
the aggressor. Like
That's facts. That's facts. And then too, the difference with music, my nigga, music is not a dialogue. It's not music. They're talking to you. You feel what I'm saying? And so when you're driving around listening to music, somebody is talking to you. Like it's a chant. And then especially if you really like the song and you got it on repeat and you playing it over and over and over, you feel me? Nigga, that's follow the clock. You feel what I'm saying? Like follow the clock. So when you watching the movie, it's a dialogue. People are having a conversation, and then a lot of times you're seeing different aspects of the situation. You get what I'm saying? It don't be glorified because you can't find me one movie, especially in America. You can't find me one movie that glorifies gang banging, that actually glorify. People go always say X, Y, and Z, but in all actuality, what
what
movie
okay,
do the niggas?
what does glorifying it mean? Like, because
I, but
with that, yeah, no, because like I don't, because if you showing, it seemed like when they show the positive parts, like say like set it off, nigga. You could say it's glorifying it when they showing how happy they was and on when they got the money, like
yeah,
just or just making a movie about robbery in general. So what exactly is glorifying?
I don't consider that glorifying because everybody died at the end.
Well,
You
yeah,
feel
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
but you glorify parts. Like I guess I don't know. I mean, if you didn't, I don't
I
know.
think glorifying is when you leave a negative out. You get what I'm saying? That's glorifying. Like, so say if I go over, for example, right? I tell you, hey, yeah, man, I just cracked this female. Nigga went over the house. Nigga, she did X, Y, Z, head crazy, hit from the back clean, all that shit, cook for a nigga. But I didn't tell you that, she lived with her mama. I had to sneak in through the back, climb through the window. You feel me? Dog was in the backyard barking and shit, almost bit the shit out of me. You feel me? I'm glorifying the situation. I'm not, you feel me? Because if
Well,
I
yeah,
keep it real with you, you might be like, shit, I wouldn't have did that.
nigga, you fucking with a bullshit, bitch.
Yeah, nigga, that's not tight. You feel me? So yeah, I think what I mean. That's what I really think. Glorifying it, and then too, that's what music does. You know what I mean? That's what music does a lot of the times. But you do have rappers like,
But see, it doesn't. But see, that's the thing. It don't really take out. Then from what you say, it don't. It don't. And nigga, they always talk about how they got it out the mud. Nigga, he was sleeping in the house with 16 cousins. Like nigga.
I mean, but look where they at now, though. See, that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like it make it seem like you succeeded doing all this dumb shit, and now that you have succeeded, you're still doing all this dumb shit. So that's the fantasy of it. You get what I mean? Like, and I always said that. I think Mike 10 said this shit. He was like, the rappers you see that make it out of the game don't be the hardest niggas in the streets, bro. They don't be, because you can't do both. It be the niggas that, like, you know what? I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do something else with my life. You get what I mean? So like, you got the niggas that usually be the barbers or the dope boys or the niggas that did a gang of time or this and that. Like, it don't usually be the niggas that just out here in the set every day sliding. Because where do you have the time to do both? You know what I'm saying? So, but the nigga that do make it, he go rap like he the nigga that's on the block doing the sliding all the
Or he
time. You
was.
know what I mean?
But see, that's the thing too. Though a lot of, well, I don't want to say a lot, but because it might not be many, because being from LA and seeing how gangs then originated and some then tried to start, and nigga, a lot of niggas then started the first year be gone, but they can rap like they was that nigga. But my point is saying is some of these niggas then did some time, did some shit like, and then now they just doing only that.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
you,
yeah.
because you, yeah, you made it seem like they it wasn't possible that they could have been that nigga, but
But now we bringing age into the picture
oh
because when
yeah.
did you get popping? Did you get popping at like 35?
Well, see, and that's the thing with negative shit. With negative shit, it's easier. Just like passing is quick money. With negative shit, it's easy to have a reputation. It don't last long because, like, that. But that's the thing too. The critics, like how me and you used to talk about C-Mac, like he might really be who he is, but niggas that have been around niggas and seen like no flawed, and this nigga doing some super extra out gang banging shit, like ain't impressed until you personally see a nigga test it. You feel me? So like, but the people watching on the internet is like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah,
So, but my point of saying that is, if you 20, 18, 19, and you done did a mission and niggas that know heard about it or something like that, you that nigga.
yeah.
And
I
that
mean, like I
aspect,
say, I don't, bro. I'm not saying don't do it. You know what I mean? Get to your bag. You know what I mean? Like get, nigga. That's what we consuming, bro. You know what I mean? Nigga, supply and demand, fools. That's what we consuming. So nigga, sell it. I can't be mad at you. So yeah, I'm not saying that a nigga ain't did nothing. You know what I mean? A nigga ain't did nothing. What I'm saying is the glorifying of it. You know what I mean? Whether they did it, whether they didn't do it. The glorifying of it is you came out successful from it. You came out successful, nigga. Rap about how you stopped doing that. You get what I mean? Like, I turned my life around. I didn't do that, nigga. I start standing in the studio all the time. I start telling the homies, no, I can't pull up. Homies started getting mad at me because I wasn't fucking with them no more. I couldn't take everybody on tour with me.
do you
I
think
couldn't have.
hip hop is boxed in? Like, how much or how successful are the people that's not on that narrative as far as the mainstream hip hop? Because they don't like. There's no mainstream hip hop. I be seeing a nigga on TikTok a lot now with this L starting with La Russell or some shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know
other
what
than
I'm
that,
saying?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
There's been plenty of conscious rappers, you know what I mean, that has, you know, hit mainstream, plenty. And like I say, one of the biggest to me is J. Cole. You know what I mean? J. Cole rap about a lot how,
Well,
probably
yeah,
not as much, but coming
he
up,
the
he,
rarest.
huh?
He rare. Well, I don't even think
Well,
Drake
I
rap
wouldn't,
about.
bro. If you think about it, how many gangster nowadays? If you really calculate, because you got niggas like J. Cole, you got niggas like Drake, you got niggas like Kendrick Lamar, like especially niggas like Kendrick Lamar, who that's his I
But
want to
he's
say
1 foot
reputation,
in, 1 foot out.
like 1 foot
Oh, one
kind
thing
of.
again, no, I think he might because niggas can say that about me. I think he might be trying to relate, maybe, but I don't know.
But no,
I
I
don't know.
think Kendrick Lamar is telling a story of your typical LA nigga. You get what I'm saying? Everybody not no gang member. And so he talk about getting pressed. You know what I mean? Niggas wanting to put him on, who he associate with, who he grew up with. Nah, he not a gang member, but he associate with this side more, which is real shit. You know what I mean? Which is nowadays the younger generation is most of my family. You know what
And
I'm saying? Niggas ain't a.
I
Bro,
think just from how you said that and how, and you gonna feel this, and how committed Republicans and Democrats are, bro. All you niggas is gang members. Y'all just not killing niggas. But well, y'all not killing niggas directly. But
yeah.
bro, like it's so embedded in the culture of America to have a side and stick with it that it's crazy to me how fast we penalize particular people for having that trait, even though I guess, well, never mind, this niggas is dying, but it is still something that we all have. Like Dr. James used to say, it's everything is levels. And nigga, you might be on the lowest level, but who are you to cast the first stone? Or maybe you should try to consider some shit before you cast the first stone, is what I'm saying. But yeah, no, but like you say, nigga, everybody has a side. Even if you are non-affiliate, you associate with the people you around. If these niggas hate them niggas, you kind of feel that way. But you got the leeway to not have to participate.
Now that's facts. I mean, because this shit, bro, and all like because that's very valid. Like we come from a society, nigga, where a lot of times you pick a side and you stick to it. Like once you pick that, and no matter what. But bro, as facts present themselves, opinions change. That's just how it go. You know what I mean? As facts present themselves, opinions change. I can only think you the tallest nigga in the world until I see somebody taller. If I'm sitting up here saying, "Oh no, you still the tallest," bro, I'm on some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I think that's what it is, especially with our culture. But I go back to the original conversation with denial, because you can get older, you can have 10 dead close homies, 10 of them. You feel me? You can know 10 niggas doing life right now. You done fought life 2 or 3 times. Nigga, you can, but you will still preach this shit, and you will still promote this shit, and you will still glorify this shit. Because I'm not ever telling a nigga not to be a part of something, because I don't agree with that part. Maybe that's where I need to grow up at, but I don't agree with just saying that I'm not involved. Like, oh no, that's not who I am.
That's the thing to me too. That like I wouldn't promote it, or I wouldn't tell a nigga to be a member, per se. Maybe like if a nigga like 25, he getting pressed by these niggas, ain't doing nothing, chilling over there and some shit, like maybe. But but for the most part, I wouldn't tell. But for like I got a video that niggas keep saying, what's the most productive thing? What productive has gangs done on individual levels? Nigga, there's a lot of people that only have identities because of gangs. Like if we really look at it, nigga, we having a whole American war amongst gender identity. Nigga, you're trying to, and we having a very big war amongst Democrats, left, whatever, and it's big because identity, nigga.